everybody, and welcome to podcast number 33 of the Real Estate Show. I'm Cherise Selley, and with me is Shawna Uehling. We are with Selley Group Real Estate. Shawna is a dear friend and an agent that has been with me. How long have you been with us for real estate? 6 years?
7 now.
7? Oh.
Lucky number 7, girl.
This is your year, girl.
It's my year.
It's going to be awesome. I love it. And thanks for putting up with me for so long. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
That's the easy part.
Can you believe it? We have so much history.
I know. We have fun together.
And I love seeing how the creativity has grown and changed within our group and just within real estate, within design over these years that we've been working together and being friends together. There's some changes, but I think we have some changes for home design that are probably going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about the design trends of 2022. But before we do that, I'm just going to skip back. We do not have January's average price of a home in El Paso County yet. That number hasn't come out as we shoot this. But I just wanted to say, in case people have missed the last few podcasts, we're still above that $500,000 range. We ended 2021 with the average price of a home in El Paso County still above that 500 mark.
Yeah.
And as we were looking on the MLS in our last podcast and this one, there's roughly, a couple of hundred existing single family homes. I'm not talking about the new construction part, but the existing homes that are in El Paso County for sale. It doesn't mean that there's no homes on the market. It means that the flood of listings they're showing active and then they're posting under contract within a few days.
Yeah.
3 days or so.
They come and go.
They are. So still a very, very good time for sellers. If you're thinking of listing, think about doing it early this year. I don't think you're going to regret that decision.
And there's always a summer lull, and you don't know when it's coming to, so it's good to get in early, I think.
That's right. And as we talked about it with supply shortages, if you have to do repairs like change a broken window, or you were talking about appliances in order to sell the home, this is the time right now to get all that stuff going because it takes a while to get.
It's taking longer.
Yeah. And even the labor force, it's hard to get people in. We have incredible people, though. We are so fortunate to have many, many years of established relationships. So we can help guide you through that when you list with us.
Definitely.
But Shawna, let's talk about something this is your kind of topic. Like,
yeah,
you
it
could
is.
Talk about this forever, but we only have a few minutes. So I think it's very important that people want to know what's trending right now in 2022 with homes. And this is not just locally. This is a national article. This is an article by the National Association of Realtors, and we will give the stager writer credit. Her name is Christina Bell. She's an Atlanta-based home stager. But I really appreciate her thoughtfulness with this article because I think we've talked about some of these things in previous podcasts, but these are trends that I think may be like here to stay. And let's go with the first one that she mentions. It's multifunctional spaces. So what does that mean as we talk about it? What has changed since COVID when you're thinking about multifunctional space?
Yeah, well, for one, everyone's working from home. Still, a lot of people are. In a lot of cases, it means you need 2 offices. So I think people are transforming different rooms into offices, and that could even mean going outside and redoing your landscaping and getting a nice, tranquil area outside that you can work from. In our design, what that meant when we were designing our house is, we have a home office, a regular one, and then I widened a hallway and put a built-in desk. I mean, why just have it be a hallway? Make it 6 feet and put a chair in there and a desk and close it off with a barn door and, use that space for an office. I think people are being creative with their spaces.
You've created a cozy cubby
that
has a lot of purpose.
And it's really all you need. in a lot of ways.
That's true.
And I like small places, so I feel like I'm tucked in.
That's so cute. Yeah, you're safe.
Yeah.
You're in your little spot. And for multifunctional spaces, it also means that sometimes living rooms are turning into libraries. Mm-hmm. Kitchen islands are turning into a desk office space. A lot of that is my workplace.
Yeah, you're always at your island.
There is one seat. I've almost the seat is like buried. Like it is almost, well, it's like an inverted seat now.
Yeah.
And I have been there every day. That's where I write. That's where I think. That's where I talk. And that has all been since COVID. Mm-hmm. I'm still there. It's like I nested and I can't leave.
Yeah.
But that kitchen island, man, there's a lot of big decisions and a lot of dealings that have happened right at that little island.
Right.
And so I do see that. I see that people are also wanting to bring the outdoors in. Like if you can't work outdoors because of the weather, mm-hmm. people still want the feeling of an environment of like this tranquil feeling. Mm-hmm. So bringing the outdoors in.
I agree.
That's happening. So
I have a little window in our shower, and I have succulents in that window, and it's great because the steam hits them, and you just find little places around the house that are unexpected to bring the outdoors in.
I love it. So let's go into the next category, which is a word I don't use every day, but it's called maximalism. And that's really interesting to me. So what this is referring to is saying that people so they're bringing their personality into a home. Mm-hmm. Now, that doesn't mean, hopefully, that you paint every wall neon and make it look like a circus if you're trying to sell it, okay?
Yeah.
If you live there, that's one thing, but hang on, people. Talk to us before you decide to do crazy things to sell. But I think the maximalism means that she's saying that people are seeking to surround themselves with objects that reflect their personality. So we're talking about like geo-shaped groupings and swirls, different tile pieces, really cool lighting. Mm-hmm. That's reflective of somebody's personality.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, somebody put a disco ball in the basement. Okay, hello. I'm anti-disco. That's
well,
what.
It goes next to the pole.
Yeah.
For exercise.
There you go. That's hilarious. So, I mean, a few and they're saying, she's saying in this, not doing the whole thing like that, but a few unexpected pieces.
Well, and another word for it, so if you like antiques or getting one-of-a-kind pieces, they're called found pieces, mm-hmm. And that means, maybe it's not like 100 of them on the shelf, but people are selling things that they're finding other places, and they're called found pieces. And those are kind of cool because they have history, and you don't always have to go to an antique store. There's retailers that are finding these things and bringing them in, which I think is cool.
They're finding the found.
They're finding the found, by the found. But yeah, it's,
that's cool.
Getting pieces that reflect pieces that give you life so that you can be energized and live your life more vibrantly.
I love that. And the found pieces. So here's something that I love about your design, and something, I'm more into modern or contemporary. Mm-hmm. You have more of this like French country, but at the same time, I've seen you morph. And you're like in your new home, you've blended elements.
Yeah.
That's my favorite kind of design now. And that's what this is also saying. Maximalism may be taking that found piece mm-hmm. and blending it with something contemporary.
Yep. And it works.
Isn't that crazy? It does. So, hey, you don't have to just be linear in your thinking with design. You can add a bunch of different pieces that actually do work together. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to talk about an accent color that is really in, and you are very familiar with this because this is a lot of your design right now mm-hmm. in your new home. So share about this.
Black is back.
Yes, it is. And we love it.
And when people are loving black windows, if you're redoing windows, mm-hmm. that's obviously popular. Matte black hardware is really hot right now, and just anything accented in black is, I think it's the crisp and the white pieces, and then you contrast with the black. It just is sharp, contemporary, but it lends itself to all different genres, really.
It does. And to me, it's timeless. Mm-hmm. So when you have black lighting, and I'm not talking about oil rub bronze, I'm talking about black.
Yeah.
Because honestly, for eyes like mine that squint a little bit when I'm trying to see something, it's hard to sometimes tell the difference. But we're talking like really the true color black, matted, or I love I love accent lights that reflect this very much. And yes, the windows, it's so cool to see that in a home, to see the black windows, because it almost makes the window look like a piece of art.
Well, and they say when you look through a black window, you don't see, like compared to white panes, like your eye will go to those white panes. When it's a black window, your eye goes to the outside and the black goes away.
That's
and
awesome.
It is true. It's funny how your eye plays these tricks on you. But anyway, black is definitely in right now. And I think it's here to stay.
And another thing that both you and I love, because I think I'm more drawn to this than almost all the other elements of design, it's textures and patterns.
Yeah, that's really in right now.
And so, yeah, you can have, you can have just a basic or even a sleek or a leather couch, let's say, which is just kind of shiny. It doesn't like say, come here and sit. But if you have like a beautiful, like a faux fur, like a throw on it, or just the textures of pillows, the texture of things that add a small pop of design here and a small pop of design there. I love it because you can change it continuously.
Yeah.
But it sure changes the whole feel of a space.
And people are loving the larger hexagon tiles. That's really popular right now.
Yes.
And just, everyone loves a subway tile, but the picket tile is a different take now, that from a subway where it has it's like an angle picket going up and down. So it's like an elongated hexagon. People are I've just noticed a lot of mixing of tile shapes in one area, and it looks really good.
As long as you have help. Some people, like,
that's true.
I mean, it depends on if you're not a specialist in understanding how it all can go together. We do have resources to help. But I would say that, don't be afraid to take some risks in design, because it's really interesting how you can pull things off that you never thought you could.
Right. And
you did it beautifully in your new home. Like, I love how you pulled off when you were talking about that picket looking tile. Like, it makes
a little
your whole
scared
kitchen.
To do it, but it looks great.
Yeah. It just adds this element when you're going into your kitchen space that it makes it feel like it pops. It makes it fresh, and it's something unexpected.
Yeah, and that's the key, I think, something unexpected. Try to throw that in.
So guys, in a time where we're still dealing with COVID, in a time where we're all adjusting to what is apparently a new normal, home has never been more important. And the feeling of making your home yours.
Yeah.
And so these design trends, I think, are on par with what the personality and the mood of people are right now. I see it. And don't be afraid. Make your home yours. And if you're looking at buying a home, there's a lot of creativity that can come. Even if it's a existing home and you don't have a huge reno budget, there's some small things. That's what we're here for. We love to give feedback. We love to help our clients with some of these other elements that really brings the home into life for you.
Take your vacation money that you can't spend this year, put it into your home, and have a staycation in a space you love.
I love it, Shawna. That's an awesome way to close it out.
So, even though I want to go to Hawaii really bad.
Well, it is cold outside right now.
That's true.
So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we so look forward to catching you next time.
Yes.